Funny how that term caught on, isn't it? I tell everyone, I hated it. Somebody said, drain the swamp. I said, oh, that's so hokey. That is so terrible. I said, all right, I'll try it. So like a month ago, I said, drain the swamp. The place went crazy. I said, whoa, what's this? Then I said it again. Then I started saying it like I meant it, right?
I understand why war is not popular, but I also know this. The belief that peace is desirable is rarely enough to achieve it. Peace requires responsibility. Peace entails sacrifice. That's why NATO continues to be indispensable.
NATO is much stronger now than it was 2 days ago. I think that NATO was not doing what they were supposed to be doing, a lot of the countries, and we were doing much more than we should have been doing. Frankly, we were carrying too much of a burden. That's why we call it burden sharing. I was using the term a lot today.
That's why NATO continues to be indispensable.
We want peace. We want peace for Africa. We want peace all over the world. That's my number one goal, peace all over the world. And we're building up a tremendous military because I really believe through strength you get peace.
So yes, the instruments of war do have a role to play in preserving the peace. And yet this truth must coexist with another, that no matter how justified, war promises human tragedy. The soldier's courage and sacrifice is full of glory, expressing devotion to country, to cause, to comrades in arms. But war itself is never glorious, and we must never trumpet it as such.
Peace all over the world, and we're building up a tremendous military because I really believe through strength you get peace.
That's why NATO continues to be indispensable.
Well, the money will be spent properly, and one of the things that we have many wealthy countries with us today, but we have some that aren't so wealthy, and they did ask me if they could buy the military equipment and could I help them out, and we will help them out a little bit. We're not going to finance it for them, but we'll make sure that they're able to get payments and various other things so they can buy, because the United States makes by far the best military equipment in the world, the best jets, the best missiles, the best guns, the best everything. We make by far. I mean, that's one thing. I guess I assumed it prior to taking office, but I really learned since being president, our equipment is so much better than anybody else's equipment. When you look at our companies, Lockheed and Boeing and Grumman, what the material, the equipment that we make is so far superior. Everybody wants to buy our equipment. Watch this. Then I said it again. Then I started saying it like I meant it, right? Peace all over the world. And we're building up a tremendous military because I really believe through strength you get peace.
That's why NATO continues to be indispensable.
Today, I am going to ask NATO to become much more involved in the Middle East process. Over the last 3 years, under my leadership, our economy is stronger than ever before, and America has achieved energy independence. These historic accomplishments change our strategic priorities. These are accomplishments that nobody thought were possible. And options in the Middle East became available. We are now the #1 producer of oil and natural gas anywhere in the world. We are independent, and we do not need Middle East oil. The American military has been completely rebuilt under my administration at a cost of $2.5 trillion. U.S. armed forces are stronger than ever before. Our missiles are big, powerful, accurate, lethal, and fast. Under construction are many hypersonic missiles. Peace all over the world. And we're building up a tremendous military because I really believe through strength you get peace. Drain the swamp. The place went crazy. I said, whoa, watch this. Then I said it again. Then I started saying it like I meant it, right? Watch this. Then I said it again. Then I started saying it like I meant it, right? But I believe in NATO. I think NATO is a very important, probably the greatest ever done.
That's why NATO continues to be indispensable.
There's no terrorist except Osama bin Laden who has more American blood on his hands than did Qasem Soleimani. They killed more than 600 of our American patriots. I knew some of these young men. He's the mastermind of the most recent attacks against U.S. forces in Iraq, including the mastermind of the attack that took place that killed an American on December 27th of the year past. We now enjoy a great position of strength regarding Iran. It's as good as it has ever been, and Iran has never been in the place that it is today. We have reestablished deterrence, but we know it's not everlasting, that risk remains. We are determined not to lose that deterrence. In all cases, we have to do this. We have to do this to defend freedom and liberty around the world. That's the whole point of President Trump's work, to make our military the strongest it's ever been.
Peace all over the world. And we're building up a tremendous military because I really believe through strength you get peace.
So yes, the instruments of war do have a role to play in preserving the peace. We have to confront the world as we know it today. I am the commander-in-chief of a country that's responsible for ending a war and working in another theater to confront a ruthless adversary that directly threatens the American people and our allies.
Now gone with Soleimani gone.
Threats are never gone. Right? It's always a lot of danger in the world. Always a lot of danger in the world throughout the region. Nobody believed that a single mission in any respect took down the risk of terror. Terror from Al-Qaeda, terror from ISIS, terror from Al-Shabaab. No one believes that. The president doesn't. Look at the list, though. Look at the achievements in the administration. We took away the caliphate in its entirety. We took down Hamza bin Laden. We took down al-Baghdadi. We took down Qasem Soleimani. This is a list that has reduced the capacity for terrorists around the world to perform the functions that put American men and women and the homeland at risk. We're very proud of what we accomplished. We're going to stay the course. Threats are never gone. Right? It's always a lot of danger in the world. Always a lot of danger in the world. Threats are never gone. Right? It's always a lot of danger in the world. Always a lot of danger in the world.
So, I mean, that is the land of unconfirmed reports.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
So, I mean, that is the land of unconfirmed reports.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
I think she is a great wife to a president, and I think Bill Clinton was a great president. You know, you look at the country then. The economy was doing great. Look at what happened during the Clinton years. I mean, we had no war. The economy was doing great. Everybody was happy. A lot of people hated him because they were jealous as hell. You know, people get jealous and they hate you. People don't like him because they're jealous of him. But Bill Clinton was a great president. I mean, I hope we can be so lucky in terms of the economy and in terms of other aspects. I mean, we weren't in wars with two nations. I'm not blaming Afghanistan, by the way, is probably a place that we should be. Iraq, we shouldn't be. Bill Clinton was a great president. Hillary Clinton is a great woman and a good woman.
So, I mean, that is the land of unconfirmed reports.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
I'm not blaming Afghanistan, by the way, is probably a place that we should be. Iraq, we shouldn't be. Today, I am going to ask NATO to become much more involved in the Middle East process. I'm not blaming Afghanistan, by the way, is probably a place that we should be. Iraq, we shouldn't be. Today, I am going to ask NATO to become much more involved in the Middle East process.
More NATO personnel in the region, is that what you're saying?
As opposed to us, to be honest with you, because this is an international problem. And we can come home, or largely come home, and use NATO, use NATO, use NATO. But I believe in NATO. I think NATO is a very important, probably the greatest ever done.
That's why NATO continues to be indispensable.
And we're building up a tremendous military because I really believe through strength you get peace.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes.
And we're building up a tremendous military because I really believe through strength you get peace.
By the military-industrial complex. By the military-industrial complex.
The problem in the United States is about the whole political system. It's not about one person. Trump's election has proven again for us, again and again, that the president is only a performer. He's not the decision maker. He's part of different lobbies and the deep state, or the deep regime as we can call it, who implement and dictate on the president what should he be doing.
By the military industrial complex. By the military industrial complex.